If you're thinking about buying a giant luxury RV, don't do it. Matt and Amber from Adaptive Humanity are gonna take us through their beautiful RV and tell us why you might wanna do something a little bit different.
I'm Matt.
I'm Amber.
And we are going to give you a tour of our giant 45-foot Class A RV and every reason why we are switching to a 170 Sprinter.
Welcome to our home.
This is our living room area. We have not one, but two full-size couches because everybody needs two full-size couches when there's only two people living in here. This is actually the layout for our 170 Sprinter that fits inside of our living room.
It's smaller than a living room.
Yeah. Not only do you have couches, but they are lighted, USBs, storage, and powered.
Ooh.
It's fancy stuff, y'all.
You could literally like sleep here.
Correct.
He
and
has.
I have. I put both of them out because, so I get up really early in the morning and she likes to sleep in. So I'll come out here like 3 o'clock in the morning, put them both out, and then just kind of kick back and watch some TV on our giant TV that we don't need. The RV has 4 TVs, and you need the TV 4 inches from your face. It has 2 in the living room, because you need 2 in the living room, 1 in the bedroom, and then 1 outside.
This is optional as a TV as well,
Correct.
if you're buying it. So instead of a beautiful piece of art, you can have a TV.
So this is the lounge. This is the second bed. This is where I work. This is where I eat. Everything happens in this piece of real estate right here.
We really actually don't use this side ever. Like ever. Sometimes I'll sit in the seat, but other than that, it's just not necessary.
So the reason that we picked this is we got sick of being stuck inside for COVID lockdowns and everything, and we were big into travel before that. So we didn't have any excuse why not to travel anymore. So we wanted to travel around the country and we didn't want to stay in hotel rooms and stuff. So we were like, we're gonna get an RV. But going from a house to an RV, we're like, we need this massive RV. We're gonna be so uncomfortable, we're not gonna have room for our stuff. And we're afraid of the adjustment. Yeah. So we bought this monstrosity of a thing, and it is great in the aspect of you're staying in one spot for a few months, like 5-6 months. You're not wanting to go around to a lot of places at, you know, in a shorter period of time. It's fine. You want to stay in a park and just hop parks, it's great. But for us, the way that we like to travel is we like to see as much as possible and get off the beaten path and experience things that aren't on like major tourist attractions and everything.
You can't do that in 45 plus pulling a Jeep.
Well, we have. You shouldn't.
Don't.
I mean, we put this thing in places that you
shouldn't take a Jeep.
Yeah. Yep, but it went. It went there very stressfully. Lots of cuss words. But it went.
Do they have ones for the side windows too?
Yeah, so the side has a screen or the blackout.
Nice.
But these ones, they're for the peasants because they're manual. You have to pull them down. We were cheap and didn't want to spend an extra, what was it, 50 grand to have all electric shades and an extra touchscreen because everybody knows you need 2 touchscreens. One's just not enough. And then we have this awesome Hideaway Bed, which I do like. And a lot of van people, I think, would appreciate this too, to be able to hide a bed. And you just hit a button. But we never use it because there's only 2 people in here.
The best part about it is you still have a TV.
That's it. You got to make sure you have the TV. That's the one thing. And you need the TV 4 inches from your face while you're trying to sleep.
Especially when it's that large.
Yes.
Is the key for that thing to lock it?
Yeah, so it makes it like child-proof.
Oh, okay. So,
So you can put the bed down at night and there's a safety net that hooks into here to lock the children in their cage. And then you just pull the key out so they can't go up and down with the bed. That's where we put our jackets. All our winter jackets, raincoats, everything like that. You come in and you just drop it down and you throw it up there.
And over here we have the kitchen. It's basically a full-size kitchen. Convection microwave oven. So it does all the things. You can bake in it, all that jazz. Induction cooktop, 2 burners, which is excellent. And we have a dishwasher.
That's actually pretty fucking amazing.
We use it all the time. So that's excellent. We have a giant farmhouse sink with this little fancy thing. The storage in there when you go down the road, that's what we use it for mainly. We have pantry, which is also amazing. Can't beat that. They were actually thinking about it this time. And a humongous fridge. Kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. Store all the food in there. But over on this side, that also seats 4 people? Right there. You can have your keyboard here and your computer over here and just go to town.
Meant for just a laptop.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant for.
That's what we put.
About a day.
Yeah.
And then it was this.
Yeah.
Right.
This was it right here.
Are you gonna put a lazy boy in the Sprinter?
We thought about it.
So the one thing that we have thought about, I wanted to put seats similar to this inside of the Sprinter. Not so big, but you know, cushy, comfortable.
Yeah.
And this one does have a lazy boy recliner, so it has a footrest that comes out. So if I could find one like that and have it pivot, it would give an extra seating spot in the front. So that's why we're switching from this monstrosity, because it doesn't fit our travel lifestyle. It doesn't fit our needs.
Yeah.
And we only use about 10% of it.
Yes.
This couch, the kitchen, bathroom,
Yeah.
the bed. That's it. And we can fit that in a van. So that is why we're switching to the van and getting rid of this monstrosity, because this isn't the lifestyle that we want to travel.
Ta-da!
I won't lie, I thought that was gonna be like a slotted drawer that you could like
Oh,
put
yeah.
spices in and stuff,
Look
and then
at this.
oh,
Extra long. You know.
Those are extra
I know,
long.
right?
Holy smokes.
But downfall, it's a freaking struggle to get it back in there.
Went first time that time.
What the hell? It doesn't like me very much.
And then you're driving down the road and it just like jiggles loose.
Yes, but this one actually comes out when you're going down the road.
The dishwasher.
Oh, the dishwasher
Yeah.
pops open.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
that's safe.
there is a lock for the dishwasher, but the problem is you have to be plugged in to your 50 amp service or have the generator running to be able to push the buttons and get the dishwasher to lock. So if you forget to do that and you don't turn on the generator, you go down the road and it's like
It was a problem that we had with the fridge. That was the
Yeah.
freaking nightmare. They didn't have the locks on right, so you take a turn and all your food all over the floor.
This is would typically be your van space.
Right?
correct. This is the, so right now I am standing on the cooktop.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're in the bed.
Yep, you're in the beds and
Nice.
underneath that is the garage. You're
I'm
actually
riding on the
standing-
back.
You're standing over, yep.
Yeah. Good job, baby. Look at your job. Stand in the back there.
And you're half in the shower and half in storage area.
But we're not sure exactly the layout.
Yeah, this is kind of
This
like
is
the general,
The general
thing.
idea.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's cupboards throughout this whole thing. You have storage for days, and we filled it with shit.
Because that's what we thought we were supposed to do.
This was full, this whole side, and in 6 months we opened it probably 3 times. And that was just to look for something that wasn't there. We never really took anything out of this. It just stayed full the entire time. Really, the only areas up here that we used were the kitchen space and this seat right here.
You're telling me you didn't use the fireplace every day to warm your lonely heart?
So yes, we actually did in the mornings when we were in extreme cold, because extreme cold for me is like in the 20s. But that is very efficient. It is more efficient than the rest of the heating inside of the rig, and it works better. So we use that over using the rear heat pumps. We have radiant heat up here and the heated floor. Coming down the hallway, you also have a half bath.
How's that prime pooping position, babe?
Fantastic.
And then come on back here. is the master. You have a wonderful space divider. Bye.
So that way when she pisses me off, I can lock her out there.
Do you think changing over to the van will give you guys more opportunity and more time?
Oh, absolutely.
Because instead of having to be parked in an RV park and then get in the Jeep and drive a couple hours to go see what we want to see and then spend a couple more hours driving back to the RV to go to sleep, we take our bed and everything else with us.
Yes.
So it's going to be a game changer for places that we go and things that we see.
Moving this thing, like even
Oh
if
my
you wanted to
gosh.
go somewhere quickly.
Yeah, so if you're ever in a sketchy area, which has happened, you have to unplug your electric, unhook the water, unhook the sewer, but that's like a whole process in itself. And then you have to put everything away so it doesn't fall down as you're driving, and then you gotta squish everything back in and then do the jacks, and then you can go.
You're doing everything at a normal pace. It's about an hour. If you're in a hurry, I can have it done in probably 15 minutes. You'd hit the road, and then it's like, where are we gonna park this? It's not easy to get into a parking lot somewhere. It's not easy to find campgrounds because most of them are full. It's like COVID RV crazy.
Or at night, they're shut down.
Right.
We didn't know that until recently.
They're not 24
Like,
hours, so it's not like you can call at 11 o'clock and be like, hey, I need a place to stay.
Yeah.
We've never tried to stay in truck stops or rest areas, not because, you know, it's not convenient or we're afraid, but a lot of it, one, finding a spot, and two, it's like, I kind of feel bad because these are people that work for a living driving, and I'm taking up their sleeping spot, and they're gonna have to be stuck in the situation where we're in, but it's really not so important for us as it is for them to get sleep.
Is there anything that you're really gonna miss about this rig?
There's nothing to miss because we're eliminating the things that were so irrelevant. So we're only getting the things that we need. No.
I don't think I'm gonna miss anything.
The master bed.
King.
It's a king, which is excellent.
The mattress is like a piece of plywood. We never slept on this. We had our own contraption, but
Oh, wow!
Taco!
Look at that.
Taco sees someone in the bed and he
He said, I'm ready.
there for it.
I'm
So it
ready.
does.
He's proud.
Hi, Stephanie.
Attack!
That'll be
Dog
nice.
pile!
Alright, I feel violated. You have to have the bed all the way up if you want to close your slides in. Downfall to that is if you want to sleep in a truck stop and there isn't room to put out your slides, you're having to sleep on a couch out there or in the drop-down bunk bed, because I don't know anybody that would prefer to sleep like this. Yeah, I guess you could take that.
Down. Out, out, go.
Now it's like sleeping in a van. You know?
Yeah.
A little sideways.
The dresser area, tons of drawers. This is nice to have all this. But really, in all honesty, all you really need is this center part. Or like one of these closets. Because then you end up just packing it with crap you never use. Why do you need a mirror here, a mirror here, a mirror over there? Oh, and just in case you didn't have enough mirrors, let's put one right here.
This one makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't even work if you want to get like some freaky time in because it's too high. So like you can't even do like the POV out of it.
These are so freaking deep. We just shoved it full of shit
Yeah.
and never touched it. That's why we have it.
More space than ever.
Yeah,
used.
it's
Yes.
just ridiculous.
More cabinets, but we only used towels, as much shit as we can just put in there because it needs to get filled. Here, full size
Whoa!
washer dryer.
I didn't see that coming. But you have to be plugged into shore power for that to work.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't. You can run it off the generator, but usually if you're not plugged into shore power, which means you're not hooked up to fresh water, you're gonna suck your tank. So the shower is nice. It's huge. And you can do tricks. Like tricks, you know? It does have a nice bench, but the only problem is they put the bench right here, and then even if you tip the shower head down, it's like either falling directly down your back or hitting the wall. Oh, so this thing is awesome. This is going in our van too. So it's made by Oxygenics, and it uses less than 2 gallons of water per minute,
Wow.
and it gives like a vortex in it. So it gives you the feeling of a full shower pressure without having to use all that water. And then it has the shut off right here, so you can keep it going and just click it off here without having to go hot, cold, hot, cold, which is nice. And this one is going into the freaking van because it's awesome. Sinks, because you need 2.
His and hers.
Storage.
There you go, look, this is a full leg going in there.
With room to spare. You have more storage underneath here, and this is actually so big that Amber hid in there.
So if you're going that way,
This is so sketchy.
this part.
Enough room to turn around.
Yeah, there's like a whole pocket back there. Ready? And then we just close that.
And just like that, the girls are gone.
You could definitely fit a lot of things in here. For sure.
Yeah.
There's actually still a whole room for another human. Skip, come here. Skip, up.
And skip right in there.
So in case of emergency,
Or it's like your safe room.
Yeah, that's what you got. Somebody breaking in, you need to
Work
hide.
out.
Just
Just
crawl
crawl
into
under
the
here.
cabinet.
If you guys are out there in an RV and you're really thinking about downsizing, do it. It is so worth it. I mean, the van life, to be able to get out there, get so close to the place you want to be, and gain all that time back is the best thing in the world.
Guys, if you want to see more of Matt and Amber and us building our rig out in their driveway, click over here somewhere and you will find the next video. We'll see you guys there.